Coming up in this week's episode of WJMH Reports, the former penitentiary is holding its annual Dungeon of Horrors event. WJMH reporter Clara Evans will take you there.
Moundsville City Manager Ray Keeley talked to us about trick-or-treat and COVID. Find out the city's response to common parental concerns.
And the Ohio County Country Fair was alive with fun, games, and auctions of all sorts. Watch our review of this year's classic fair.
Stay tuned. This and more starting right now here on WJMH Reports.
Welcome to this first edition of WJMH Reports for the 2021-2022 school year. I'm Chris Evans.
And I'm Xavier McLemore.
The former WV Penitentiary's annual Dungeon of Horrors event is back this year with a vengeance, despite COVID restrictions.
WJMH reporter Clara Evans visited the attraction and this week's top story.
The Dungeon of Horrors is back again this year after having closed its doors early last year due to COVID. Visitors, actors, and the organizers are all very excited to have it back this year. Event actors and organizers work hard each year to ensure the Dungeon of Horrors is a fun community event. The haunt is 45 minutes long and full of horrifying props and interactive thrills for the customers' entertainment. These include the popular coffin rides as well as some terrifying new thrills. Like everything else during these times, this attraction is enforcing stricter COVID-related guidelines to ensure all guests and actors are safe and having fun. Tour guide and organizer Lori O'Neill has worked with other organizers to come up with the best ways to keep everyone safe during the haunt this year.
Sending in smaller groups. We split them up into groups of 6 so there's no big crowds going through. All the cast that is working in different rooms are wiping down their sets and anything that anybody can possibly touch.
Actors practice social distancing and make things more fun by putting a creative spin on wearing masks to keep with the themes for the haunt.
I think they feel safe. Any of them that is close to the customers, they will wear face shields, but it kind of goes with the costumes. And they stay a distance away from people to make sure they're safe.
The actors and organizers of the haunt are all very excited to share their hard work with you this month. If you wish to visit the attraction, they are open every weekend for the rest of the month. Reporting from the former West Virginia Penitentiary, I'm Clara Evans for WJMH Reports.
For more information or to buy tickets for the haunt, you can visit their website at wvpentours.com or call the penitentiary at 304-845-6200. Again, that number is 304-845-6200. Or you can visit the website at wvpentours.com.
Halloween is right around the corner and parents may be concerned not only with the usual dangers of trick-or-treating, but also with COVID-19. Since last fall, a lot of work has gone into trying to stop COVID-19. Although the numbers for active COVID cases in Marshall County have been a little bit of a decline, some parents fear that having kids trick-or-treat could spread the Delta variant. Despite concealing last year, Moundsville city officials have so far given the okay for trick-or-treating. City Manager Rick Healy advises parents to use precautions and be smart.
Well, I think, as I said earlier, just use precautions. Continue to do things smart. Obviously, if kids are going to be dressed up, they may have some sort of a mask on anyway, but mask your children up. Go only to the houses that have lights on. And don't linger on porches. If you're going to go trick-or-treating, go get your treats, thank the family, and move on.
All right. Even though vaccines are being dealt out to help kids be safe from COVID, according to CDC.gov, only 12.1% of kids 12 and under and 12.5% of teens 18 and under are fully vaccinated in Marshall County, and the Delta variant is highly contagious to younger people. To find a vaccine clinic near you, visit vaccines.gov. Again, that is vaccines.gov.
Late last month, Grandview Park hosted their annual Fall Festival, This year, the festival hosted multiple food trucks, a children's section, dozens of venues, and live entertainment. Fall Festival organizers Trishelle Riggle was especially excited for this year's festival since last year's was canceled due to COVID.
I'm feeling really good. I think we had a really good turnout today, and we have lots of vendors here, lots of food. Everyone seems like they're having a great time, so I'm feeling really good about it.
To find out more about upcoming events at Grandview and around Moundsville, visit moundsville.com/events.
Earlier this month, the Continuing Healthcare Solutions community, a senior citizen support center, held a blood drive with the Red Cross to support people in need of blood. A constant trickle of donors all ages came in to give their blood and to help the lives of those who need it. The administrator for the Continuing Healthcare Solutions had decided to hold the blood drive in order to help support the community and those in need.
We just did it. There's a lot going on in the world, and we thought we'd host the blood drive just to give back to the community and anyone who needs blood.
Earlier this month, the local organization A Special Wish held a lip-syncing challenge at the Capitol Theater in order to raise money for their foundation that grants wishes to children with any life-threatening disease. 6 contestants of various backgrounds performed against each other in a theatrical display of showmanship, attempting to impress a panel of 4 judges, one of the judges even being a past wish recipient. There was high school bands, backup dancers, elaborate costumes, and a cheering crowd. Executive Director for A Special Wish, Anne-Marie O'Grady, was happy with the hard work of everyone involved to make this show the best it can possibly be.
It's a huge event. It's our biggest fundraiser, so there's a lot of pre-planning that goes into it. Our contestants put so much time and effort into their performances. They always try to outdo the year before.
Coming up after the break, learn everything you need to know about the Wholesome Adopt a Grandparent event.
WJMH reports will return after this break.
Sometimes, one moment changes everything. One song, one game, one adventure, one mission. For a child battling a critical illness, a wish come true can be a turning point. You can transform lives, one wish at a time. Visit Make-A-Wish online to help grant more life-changing wishes.
We've got more news now on WJMH Reports. I'm Chris Evans.
And I'm Xavier McLemore. The smell of hay and livestock had filled the air once again as the Ohio County Country Fair was back earlier this month. The Ohio County Country Fair was held as a part of Ogilvy Fest. At the event, there was a 4-H tent where you could enter an auction for livestock. You could also learn how to sew a quilt. Other activities included apple butter making from volunteers at the Blended Homestead, and there was even a beekeeping display. Steve Roth from the Bee Holding Acres gave fun facts about bees for fairgoers.
For them, this is interesting. It takes those bees foraging. Collectively, they have to fly about 30,000 miles to develop 1 pound of honey.
President of the Ohio County Country Fair, Justin Miller, was also present at the event. Miller gave his appreciation to those who help him set up the event every year.
The most enjoyable part for me is getting to work with the incredible volunteers and sponsors that we're blessed to have. We have 20 main sponsors, as well as numerous in-kind donors and many, many great volunteers.
The event was very successful, and the volunteers and sponsors look forward to it again next year. There are still events going on at Ogilvy every weekend except for the last weekend of October. Check your calendar and make sure to arrive to one of these fun events.
The 6th annual Ohio Valley New and Resale Wedding Expo is returning this year. The event will take place on Sunday, October 17th at the Wheeling Island Hotel Casino showroom from 1 to 4 p.m. There will be a $5 admission fee, and you must be 21 years old to enter. They will have a 50-50 drawing and over 90 vendors at this event. For more information, you can visit the event's Facebook page by searching 6th Annual Ohio Valley New and Resale Wedding Expo.
Dozens of nursing home residents will not have friends or family to bring them gifts for this holiday season. But you might have an opportunity to bring a smile to those elderly faces by donating to Adopt a Grandparent. With a donation of $30, you can provide them with hand cream, lotion, candy, socks, and other assorted items. The deadline for orders is October 22nd, 2021. For more information, contact Sales Director Sharon Welsh. You can email her at swelshmk@comcast.com or call 304-845-1443 or 304-281-9971. Special thanks to the Marshall County Family Resource Network and Rotary Club of Moundsville for collaborating with each other on this wonderful project.
The Marshall County Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade will take place on November 20th at 2 p.m. This year's theme is Together We Make Christmas Bright. The parade will start on 2nd Street and Washington Avenue and will end on 10th Street and Jefferson Avenue. If you're interested in entering a float into this year's parade, you can visit marshallcountychamber.com to receive an application. Applications must be returned by November 12th. Late applications will have a $25 fee, and none will be accepted after November 17th. All floats must have lights on them and must be constructed on a low buoy flatbed or a vehicle of similar size, or be freestanding and motorized of the minimum 12 feet.
Coming up next, we have an interview with Strand Theater board member Justin Jones.
WJMH Reports will return after this break.
Make-A-Wish grants a wish every 17 minutes. I know that sounds pretty magical, but in fact, it takes more than magic. It takes muscle. So, when a kid like Fabian wishes to be a superstar, things happen. Whoa! Or when Kahim transforms into Super Kahim. He feels invincible. That's because wishes have proven physical and emotional benefits that can give children with critical illnesses a higher chance of survival.
Help us make sure every wish comes true.
Welcome back to WJMH Reports. I'm John McGlumpy. The Strand Theaters has been in Moundsville since 1920 and is still having shows to this day. Joining me now is Justin Jones. As a board member, what duties are you responsible for in the Strand and out?
As a board member, we are made up of about a dozen community members, and we are responsible for the operations of the theater, booking things to come into the theater, and just a lot of the behind-the-scenes work to run the organization, the Preservation Society, and keep the arts going and programs in the theater on a regular basis.
So how did you get involved with the Strand?
I first got involved with the Strand actually as a student, and I got involved as a student musician and played in a show when I was in high school, and I continued that through college. And then when I got in college, I started working as the music director for their summer musical productions, and I've actually been doing that now for almost 15 years. And that kind of just led to more involvement and getting on the side of things that the board does in those operational aspects.
Why do you want people to get involved with the Strand?
So there are a lot of ways for people to get involved with the Strand. The first is attend as a patron. Come see a performance, come see a show. We're really excited right now. We're offering a variety of classes for adults and students. So if you have a student who's interested in some acting classes We're going to be doing a children's course coming up, opportunity for students to be learning. We also are offering a variety of arts classes for adults right now, themed around holidays. That's another great way for people to get involved and also learn a little bit more, maybe about an interest that they have, or maybe they have never done it and they want to explore a new art form. So that's another great way for people to get involved, is take a class at the Strand. We can also have the opportunity for people to get involved as volunteers. And they can volunteer in the concession stand, maybe helping do mailings, sharing publicity. So it just depends on how people want to get involved, again, as a supporter of programs, or actually just volunteering for events as well.
That's great. How has COVID-19 affected the past year and a half for the theater?
Well, COVID-19, like every other organization and performing arts venue, definitely saw a negative impact of that. One of the things at the Strand, of course, like everyone else, we were down and not really operational during that time very much. However, we were able to finish some really, really great renovation projects in our lower levels. A lot of the patrons can't see it, but our performers, when they come in, and guests who are doing shows, are now getting to experience 3 completely finished dressing rooms, a green room, and now a working office space as well, all housed in the theater. That was able to be done by volunteers during that time of COVID-19. We had some really great programming planned. Of course, COVID had put that all on, postponed it, and we are actually now in the process this fall getting a lot of those events back that we had scheduled at that time, and the calendar is very full of events from now until the end of the calendar year in December.
It's no secret that COVID-19 has affected, everyone, every business, but, this year, with any shows, is there going to be any limited attendance or anything like that?
No, we right now there are no guidelines as far as that from the state or the local health department, so we're following those guidelines, and right now there are no limits or restrictions on attendance for performances that we have scheduled for currently on our calendar.
On Saturday, October 16th, the Strand's holding a celebration for 100 years. Can you elaborate on that event?
Yes, so the Strand actually opened 100 years ago last November. We, as COVID, are postponing that until this coming October 16th, and we're going to do a day-long of events celebrating 100 years of the theater. The first event we're going to be doing is at 10 o'clock in the morning, and we're going to be having guided tours so everyone can check out the space. There's all kinds of really unique nooks and crannies and fun little trinkets that you can find around the theater. And we're going to be having board members give tours starting at 10 o'clock for that. We're then going to be showing a 1920s film from the time that the theater opened. And that is going to be The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. And that's going to be at 2 p.m. And then our headliner event is going to be that evening at 7 p.m. when the Vince Villanova Big Band will be presenting a concert, and that will be our focus event of celebrating 100 years of the theater. And we're really excited to offer all of those events free of charge to the community. We just want them to be there, celebrate with us, and being in the building for 100 years.
Why are donations important to the theater?
Well, the Strand is actually a nonprofit. The Strand Theater Preservation Society is a nonprofit organization. You asked earlier about people getting involved. Everyone who helps at the Strand, it's all on a volunteer basis. We have no employees. So when community members support by attending shows, signing up for a class, maybe even sending a donation, a lot of times we get those toward the end of the year. We are appreciative of that because that helps us provide opportunities for continued programming and shows and things like that for the future. So the support, whether it's small or large, is very appreciated. And especially during this time of COVID, when we didn't have other shows, it's been very, very appreciated.
That's great. Thanks, Justin.
Thank you.
If you're interested in helping the Strand or attending any event, you can go to the theater's website at strandtheaterwv.com. Again, that's strandtheaterwv.com. Coming up next, John Marshall is going to hold a cheer bingo event October 17th. We'll tell you how you can play. This and more on WJMH Reports.
To a child battling a critical illness, a wish can feel like a dream. But with your help, it isn't out of reach. Wishes are an important part of medical treatment. A chance for kids to see themselves stronger, braver, to see that the impossible is possible. Wishes can give kids the strength to fight, to get better, to grow up. Where there's a wish, there's a way.
We've got more news now on WJMH Reports. I'm Chris Evans.
And I'm Xavier McLemore.
Joining us now is WJMH sports and entertainment reporter John McGlumphy.
Thanks, Chris. Let's start by talking about an upcoming fundraiser. On Sunday, October 17th, the John Marshall Cheering Squad will be having a bingo fundraiser. The fundraiser will take place at John Marshall Senior Commons at 1 p.m. with the doors opening at 12 p.m. Tickets are $20 each and will get you 20 bingo games with the chance of winning one of 20 baskets that are valued at $100. All 20 baskets have different themes, including one with a Thanksgiving theme. The Thanksgiving theme basket will have beautiful decor, table linens, and some food for Thanksgiving dinner. There will also be a Chinese auction and tip board items to win prizes. The JM Cheering Squad hopes to see you there. The Moundsville Marshall County Public Library has numerous events, which are free and open to the public. For toddlers and preschool-age kids, they hold story time every Thursday at 11 a.m. On the second Monday of every month, adults can participate by meeting at 6 p.m. if you are interested in mystery and thriller novels, or at 10 a.m. for any book genres. The library book sales appointments at 10 a.m. and 2 to 5 p.m. on Monday through Friday, where you can fill a bag for $3. You must bring your bags to participate. The library also allows you to subscribe for book boxes and movie kits. The book boxes contain books, other goodies, and promotional items like tea, candy, and bookmarks. You can keep everything except the box itself, which you must return. You can call 304-845-6911 or visit the library's Facebook page for more information. If you need more information, you can call 304-845-6911 or visit the library's Facebook page for more information. On November 6th, the Capitol Theater in Wheeling will be hosting the annual Ohio Valley Dancing with the Stars. This is a fundraiser for Augusta Levy Learning Center that has local celebrities match up with professional dance partners and all compete for the Mirror Ball Trophy. The event will have a pre-party held in the ballroom at 5 p.m. with the competition starting at 7 p.m. WJMH Media will be covering the annual event again this year. Last year, the competition wasn't held due to COVID-19, but has the green light for this year. You can buy your tickets at capitoltheaterwheeling.com/event Dancing with the Ohio Valley Stars. Again, that is capitoltheaterwheeling.com/event Dancing with the Ohio Valley Stars.
Thanks, John. Coming up next, learn about an organization WJMH Media will be partnering with once again this year.
Also, see this week in pictures brought to you by WJMH digital photography students.
Stay tuned. WJMH Reports will return after this break.
Sometimes, one moment changes everything. One song, one game, one adventure. One mission for a child battling a critical illness. A wish come true can be a turning point. You can transform lives, one wish at a time. Visit Make-A-Wish online to help grant more life-changing wishes.
Welcome back to WJMH Reports. I'm Chris Evans.
And I'm Xavier McLemore. Make-A-Wish is an organization which aims to grant life-changing wishes for children with critical illnesses and their families.
On our last season of WJMH Reports, which aired during the 2019 to 2020 school year, we partnered with Make-A-Wish to bring you stories like Wish Kid of the Week and various stories and interviews with the Greater Pennsylvania and West Virginia chapter of the foundation.
We will once again be partnering with the organization and look forward to bringing you more of that content this year throughout the WJMH Report season.
For now, we urge you to get involved with Make-A-Wish in one of many ways. You can help by fundraising, volunteering, or donating. To get involved in one of these ways or find out other ways to help, visit wish.org/get-involved. Again, you can begin a fundraiser, sign up to volunteer, donate money, or view other ways to get involved by visiting wish.org/get-involved.
WJMH Media will once again be featuring a JM graduate each week right here on WJMH Reports. We are currently accepting nominations for the segment called JM Alum of the Week. To nominate a JM grad, please submit the following information: the nominee's name, year of graduation, current job title, why you are nominating them, and contact information such as email address or phone number where we may contact them. That information can be emailed to Carly McElhaney at carly.mcelhaney@k12.wv.us. Again, to submit a nomination for our JM Alum of the Week segment, please send the nominee's name, year of graduation, current job, why you are nominating them, and contact information to carly.mcelhaney@k12.wv.us. We look forward to recognizing the amazing things JM alumni are doing.
The WJMH digital photography students have been hard at work this semester. We're excited to be recognizing their skills here on WJMH Reports and featuring pictures from their first two assignments, which were Student's Choice and Extreme Close-Ups. We hope you enjoy this week's Week in Pictures. Thanks again to the digital photography students for providing us with this week's pictures.
We will not return with a new show next week due to a professional development day being held in the county. But we will return in 2 weeks with a new episode of WJMH Reports.
Thanks to WLU-TV and Comcast for airing WJMH Reports.
We would also like to thank our viewers for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed this week's episode.
Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube page to keep up to date with everything happening here at WJMH Media. For Xavier McLemore, John McGlumphy, and everyone here at WJMH Media, I'm Chris Evans. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.